I'm bored and I want to feel something, so let's pay off my almost $120,000 credit card debt.
By the time I was 30, I realized that I have fucked my life up. And even though I always fuck my life up.
I'm 24 years old and I currently owe $31,876 in credit card debt.
And some days I'd wake up with $60,000 in my bank account. And by 1 o'clock in the morning, I'd be negative 500.
So we're back to gambling again. Do you guys see what I said? That gambling is actually a very dangerous slope to go on. Once you start gambling, how do you wake up with $60,000 in debt in the morning and by the time you go to bed, there's nothing left? That's crazy.
And this is the sickest part. There's this sense of relief when the money's gone.
That's what addiction does to you. That's addiction. That is classic addiction.
There's a sense of like, I can't even gamble anymore. Okay.
I feel like gambling, like other addictions, is very impulsive. Like it's pushing you to do something until you do that thing. And that's what we're saying here. So imagine gambling away $60,000 in the whole day. That amount of money can set you free for life if you actually manage it properly. But then somebody is gambling it in a day and there's nothing left.
Okay. I can't even gamble. Okay, what am I gonna do? I guess I'm just gonna go to bed. And then you wake up and you're like, fuck. All right, I haven't hit up this person for money in a while. I don't owe him.
And that's the thing about gambling. You always believe that there's a chance you make back that money. And that's why they keep borrowing and digging that hole deeper and deeper and deeper.
Owe him money. Let me call him. I need $5,000. I'll pay you back in a month. I'll pay you back $6,500.
You're borrowing $5,000 to pay back $6,500. Wow.
And the insanity starts.
What is the craziest thing you feel or think?
You know what? I feel for gamblers, and the only thing I can say is if this is an issue for you, you need to see a therapist. Like something needs to be done about it. If you're a gambler, you need to fix the root issue. If not, this is going to continue. That's all I will say. Gambling debt is not like other debt. It's so impulsive, and that is why it's hard to pay it back or even control how much you're spending because it's an addiction, right? So you need to do something about that addiction. Next one. So this one says, girl to girl, how much credit card debt do you have? And I'm just going to read the comments because she didn't say anything here herself. So let's check the comments. The first comment here says $4,000 down from $27,000. Okay. Okay, that's good. This one says 30K. This one says 6K, 3K, 2.5K, 13K, 15K, 0. Okay, that's good. 400, 500, 30,000, 17,000, 8,000. Why does it seem like everyone has some form of debts? Why does it feel like everyone is carrying some form of debts? That's crazy. That is crazy. The next one says, without exaggerating, what's the most amount of credit card debt you've ever been in? And again, let's check the comments. So 0, 10,000, 2,000, 45,000, 19,000, 10,000, 2,000. How do you guys sleep at night? 39,000, 3,000, 15,000, 160,000. And then he filed for bankruptcy. Okay, good for you. 100,000, 10,000, 23,000. Wow. It seems like the whole world is in debt. Is it just me? Am I missing out the memo or something? I think for me, why I'm not in debt is I'm actually scared of owing people money. Like I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling of owing somebody something, right? And maybe that's why I'm just not in debt because it feels like people get very comfortable borrowing money, and it's really not my thing. 15K. 52K, 6K. Wow, oh my gosh. So I think, let's move on.
Do you want to see what $60,000 worth of debt looks like? Hi, I'm Christy, and I overshare about my debt so you can feel better about yours. This is my U.S. bank credit card, and I have $2,396.08. This is a Citi credit card, and I owe $9,012.20.
Wait, what is it about people getting like multiple credit cards? Like, can you not stop? Wow, this is the third one.
This is Chase Sapphire. I used to use this card for the travel benefits. Obviously, that's not what's happening anymore. I owe $6,427. This is my Columbia Bank credit card. I owe $4,121.31. This is my Mountain America credit card. I owe $9,143.85. This is my car loan. I owe $12,348.33. And the best one of all, this is a personal loan. I owe $16,799.47. Always remember to be kind, especially to yourself.
Wait, that's a lesson? The lesson is to be kind to yourself? Okay, I don't get it. I don't get it, but okay, it's fine if that works for you. What do you mean be kind to yourself? Is that not how you got here? $60,000. How old is she? You know what? It gets the point. It gets the point. And unfortunately, it's like, do you not see what you're doing to yourself? Do you not see the immense amount of pressure that you put on yourself when you have all these loans? Oh my God. I will literally have a panic attack if I have this amount of money hanging over my head. Not even kidding about it. I will literally have a panic attack. $60,000.
Do you want to?
She didn't say anything about how she got into debt. Let me see her page and see if she, if she ever mentioned it. Not really. Not really. Okay. Not really. Let's move on.
Guys, why is Klarna haunting me? Like,
How is Klarna haunting you? How are they haunting you? You're owing them.
I used to use Klarna in Freshers. Wait, how many months ago was that? 9 months ago. And these guys are still messaging me, basically telling me they miss me, I should come back and use the app. God forbid. I would have wished on my worst enemy. The way that Klarna caught me in first year.
She said Klarna caught her.
Bear in mind, I've literally heard of people being in like 2K Klarna there. Even my small client that finished me and they want to...
So we're like, using credit card is like having free money, but it's not free money. That's just it. And that's why people tend to overspend on credit card, because it feels like free money. You didn't work for it. You're just swiping the card and it's going through, right? I do not recommend it. I don't recommend that at all. So Klarna did not catch you. You were using their card. I checked the comment section and people are over here talking about how Klarna took their money or whatever. Oh my God. Someone said she's owing £20 because she bought KFC. Oh my God, this is so funny. Let's move on to the next one. He's saying, me preparing for my Netflix documentary about how I survived being in debt to class. Oh my God. Actually, you know what? This needs to be a documentary, actually. You know what? This actually needs to be a documentary because it says survived. Oh my God. Someone said Klarna is actually a dangerous slope to go down. I feel like this applies to all credit card. Once you start borrowing, it's so hard to stop. Next one.
Now, mommy, I just woke up, but I owe Klarna $1,942.
How do you owe Klarna $1,900?
And I just made a payment. Well, actually, I made 3 payments.
Oh my God. Wait.
Got a gift card with CVS. I paid $37.33.
CVS is the pharmacy, I suppose?
I paid $186.55. That was when me and my husband went on our anniversary trip. And I just paid it off. I am blessed to say we was able to...
How are you putting your anniversary trip on a credit card? You see what I'm talking about? I feel like people get this... I feel like people have this backward. How is the trip on the credit card? That, I don't know. I just feel like it's not right. It doesn't feel right to me.
To pay cash for our trip. First off, I want to say that blessing came from God. Thank you. But I had already planned to purchase through Klarna for our hotel room. I paid $44.32 for Walmart. I think it was something that I got for Draco's birthday. So with them 3 payments, I paid $265.
The problem is people are living life on credit card, because how are you buying a birthday gift on Klarna? You bought something, you bought a birthday gift on a loan. Does that make sense? You are buying birthday gifts on loans. Makes no sense to me, babes.
Now I only owe $1,673. Yeah, I'm so excited to
So $300 down?
Yeah, I know I told y'all most of my cash is going to my buy now pay later app. And I still have to pay $650 before the month is out. It may seem impossible to y'all, but I can get it done. In the case y'all wondering, these payments are not due yet, but I decided to pay them early. How much do you owe Klarna?
Oh my God, just get off the cards, babes. Get off the cards.
I'm so happy that I can finally say that my Klarna balance is 0. And only a few months ago, it was well over £1,000. And I can't even tell you what it was on, just
So she paid over £1,000 in a month. Okay, that's good. That's very good.
random clothes that I didn't need.
You see that? At least this one admitted. She admitted what she spent the money on. Random clothes. Things you don't need.
Klarna is one of the easiest ways to buy things that you don't need because it makes you think.
Because it feels like free money. That's why it just swipes easily. The money goes through. It's free money, but it's not.
You can afford things, and because it's so easy to split the payments the way it's marketed. Although you're not paying any interest on top, you think, oh, okay, that's only £10 a month. That's only £50 a month for the next 3 months. That's really affordable. But you keep doing it and it can get addictive and you don't realize how much it accumulates to when, you know, you go on TikTok shop or you go.
All these platforms, Klarna, Affirm, and the likes of them are built on a single principle. They know that eventually you will start treating it like free money. Yeah, you might think it's like $10, it's $15, it's £10, it's £2, it's this, it's that. And eventually you start swiping it and that accumulates. So at first it's like $20, right? By the time you buy 5 things is 100 and then 10 is 200 and that's how that money accumulates. And before you know what, you start missing payment and that is when the interest comes in.
Go on anywhere, clothing shops, and you split the payment in 3. You think, yeah, okay, only £20 for the next 3 months. You're just buying things that you don't need because you think it's cheap. So yeah, from now on, as somebody that is trying to clear over 30.
And mind you, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. They only split the money for you. It's not cheap.
£1,000 worth of debt, I'll be steering clear of Klarna. Not because it's not a good tool, and it definitely can be a good tool if used correctly. So yeah, from now on, as somebody that is trying to clear over £30,000 worth.
Yeah, so I heard that right. $30,000. Where's that coming from? So apart from the Klarna, she has another loan that is like £30,000. Oh, you know what? I'll leave you to it. Let me scroll to the next one. I'll leave you to that debt. Take care of yourself.
I get paid by my second job FedEx tomorrow, and all of my FedEx paychecks go directly towards.
Day 42 of paying off my $100,000 credit card debt. Now, the reason why I'm paying some of this off right now is because I'm out of town and I'm in a hotel, and they said that if I don't pay another night, then I wouldn't be able to spend the night at their hotel. So I'm paying some of this off so I can sleep another night in this bed.
Wait, let me get this right. So he's owing like over $100,000 in debt, right? And why he's making this payment is because he's in the hotel right now and he needs to make a payment for them to let him use the card. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Day 42 of paying off my $100,000 credit.
How do you even have Wait, let me actually calculate this debt. So on the platinum card is like $3,500. On the gold card is like $3,300. On the gold card, again, on the business gold card is $69,000. Wow. How do people sleep at night having all this debt over their head? You know what? It doesn't seem like he's sleeping. Look at the eyes. He's got eye bags. I don't think he's sleeping. So maybe I'm wrong. They're not sleeping. How are you owing over $100,000 and you are lodging in hotels? Like, what are you doing in hotels? Yeah, that's the question. What is he doing in the hotel right now owing $100,000? Let me actually check his page. I need to see what the lifestyle is like.
Everyone keeps asking me why I'm $100,000 in debt, and here's the real reason. Over 4 months ago, I bought over 60,000 units of clothing from a seller in Korea. And it finally arrived. The deal was so big that I didn't take not 1, but 2 containers to ship everything. Now back to the golden question. Why am I $100,000 in debt? I bought all the clothing back in November with the intention of it coming in December. So I used my American Express to fund a portion of the deal. But this is when everything went downhill. And that's how y'all found me. I started posting on my TikTok to keep myself accountable, and I made a small community of 7,000 followers. Over the past couple months, I've been making payments on my credit cards from small to big just to keep the interest away from stacking up. My goal in buying all these shirts is of course to make money. And that's where y'all come in. How am I gonna sell all this? I'm literally open to anything. Let me know in the comments. No idea is a bad one. So now,
you know what? I kind of feel a little bit more sorry for him now that I know what happened. So he bought, this was a business gone bad, or should I say just a business, right? So he bought like 60K worth of clothing from Korea and now he's kind of struggling to sell them or whatever, and that's where the problem came in. Okay, I get it. I'm a bit more empathetic now that I understand where the money came from. So he wasn't like spending recklessly, he was trying to like make something out of himself. I get it now.
Having the shipment finally here for the first time in months, I can sleep peacefully. But who knows?
Seems like I was right. He said he can sleep peacefully for the first time in months, so he wasn't sleeping. I said it.
I might be in $200,000 in debt with what I got planned next. I'm not gonna say what it is, but
now, so he's trying to lease a place and he's going to be like in 200K worth of debt. You know what? You got this, bye. I don't think you understand that that's not how this works. How about you start online before you get an outlet? Like, why would you want to go into 200K worth of debt with no plan? Or maybe there's a plan, who knows?
I have $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call, I say I can't pay it back yet. And tomorrow.
Interesting. No, I'm actually not laughing at anyone, but what do you mean you're owing someone 30K and when they call you on the phone, you're like, I can't pay you back right now? Okay, that sounds like a plan.
Bro, I may buy myself a dining room set. Or this book.
Did you hear that? That's very reckless. So you can't pay it back, but then tomorrow you have a plan to buy a dining room set, she said. Yeah, whatever. What I know they're flaming behind the comments. Let me check the comments. Oh, they actually kind of saying they do the same. Okay, so when they call you, you have a debt, and when they call you, just say I can't pay you back. Interesting. Wow. People have no fear. $30,000 is actually too much. And that's embarrassing for you to even admit it out loud that you say all that, but you're planning to buy something tomorrow, so like you have no plans of paying them back their money, but you took their money. I get you. Whatever. Wow. Someone said file for bankruptcy. I have no problem with you borrowing money, but what do you mean like you don't plan to pay them back and you want to even buy more things? Nah, that's just not fair. It doesn't sound right, but hey, capitalism wins again. Okay, so this one says just got divorced and inherited a 65k debt. How did that happen? Okay, so the caption here says sign the prenup, ladies. So what happened? How do you inherit a 65k debt? I know in some countries debt is like a shared thing, so once you get married to someone you automatically owe the debt with them. I don't think that's fair, but that's whatever. So let me see what the problem is. Let me check the comments. Wait, did she buy him out of the house, or is this for the lawyers? Like, where is the money going to? Or does she aim more than the man and she's having to like pay him money? She didn't say anything in the comments as well. So wow, 65k worth of debt because of a divorce. I'm sure the marriage wasn't even that expensive. So like, why am I paying all this money just to divorce you? Bro, you know what? I didn't realize how serious marriage was, because now it's like, wait, if I want to leave, I have to pay you 65k. That's a lot of money. Next one.
7 days ago, I did something that put my husband and I over $46,000 in debt. I almost cut my fingers off with hedge trimmers.
Oh, wow. So this is medical debt. Oh, wow.
Running our lawn business. I don't know how I did it. I just know that I did it. And it cost me a $1,700 trip to the emergency room. God knows how much for the
America. Wow. 70k to the ED because she hurt your hands.
ambulance, and then now a $46,366 surgery.
The ambulance, I get. I know they say it's expensive. Okay.
I have no insurance. I will now, starting the 1st of next month. It's not retroactive. It will not backdate. I am out $46,366.27. And I don't know how the hell I'm going to pull us out of this hole. And
Because of a medical bill. That is crazy. Wait, so like any medical emergency can actually push you like into this huge amount of debt?
now I have made it that much harder on my husband. All I'm asking for is my account to get to 10,000 followers.
Wow, I feel so sorry. Like, you know, she's blaming herself for like putting the family in this position as well. But come on, it's an accident. That's why it's called an accident. You can't control it. But then you're supposed to have an insurance as well, because, you know, this is why. Because when emergencies happen, they don't announce it before. You gotta be prepared.
That's all I'm requesting. I don't want a handout. I'm not asking for a handout. I just want my account to be monetized. And then all the thoughts and prayers that you can send my way.
Oh wow, I feel so sorry for her. Why is the comment telling her to ignore the bill? Is that like an option? Is that an option, like just ignoring the bill? I would do that if I were her too. Like, ignore the bill. Is that not gonna affect like other things in your life if you ignore your medical bill in America? Ah, I feel so sorry for her. I really feel for her, honestly. I really, really feel for her. Wow. Just imagine like going from not having any debt to suddenly having like this huge amount on your head. Anyways, good luck there, and I wish you all the best. Next one.
No.
What?
What I'm getting from this video is that divorce is very expensive. I didn't realize that before. Like, I had an idea it's expensive, right? But I didn't realize how expensive divorce can be. What do you mean 80k on your divorce? I still want to know, like, if you've been through a divorce, can you please tell me what they're spending this money on? I want to believe that it's the lawyers. Is it like the lawyer, or are they buying the person out of the house? Or what exactly is the problem? Like, why are they spending so much money on divorce? 80k, that's wait, not even 80k in investments. Like, you spent 80k that will never come back to you. Wow. I need to see the comments to see where she spent this money. Like, I'm actually very, very intrigued. I need to know where this money went to. She didn't say anything. The comment is just those going through a divorce, and they're like, you know, saying I'm owing 15k. This one said 2k. This one said 5k in divorce. Wow. 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 That is crazy expensive. Why is divorce that expensive? I actually want to know, like, I actually want the answer to this question. Like, why is divorce that expensive? The marriage is not even that expensive. Like, I'm sure she didn't spend up to 80K on her wedding. Why then are you spending 80K to leave that person? Oh my gosh.
I am the ex-wife of billionaire, but instead of massive divorce settlement, I walked away with a $12 million debt.
So this lady was once married to a billionaire, and usually what happens when you divorce a billionaire is you get a settlement, and then you can get to live the rest of your life in merriment. But in her own case, she did not walk away with settlement. She walked away with a $12 million debt. Wow.
Yes, you heard it right. $12 million. So,
oh my God, this is actually the highest one so far. $12 million. $12 million. Wait, 000 like, wait, like $1,000, 12,000 times. So I have to pay you $1,000, 12,000 times, right? $12 million. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have to put like an extra 2, 1, 2. Babe, what happened? Just tell me.
So, when I get messages like this from woman who's...
So she said here, her name is Lina Vewani, and she says / financial abuse. So she went through financial abuse with the ex. Okay.
Wealthy ex-husbands are trying to bankrupt them or leave them drawing in 40 grand of debt. I know exactly what they are going through. People think financial abuse means he just doesn't buy you things. No. Financial abuse is a calculated punishment. It's him using his legal team to exhaust you, destroy your credit, and make you so desperate that you crawl back to him. He doesn't need the money. He needs to watch you suffer for daring to leave. But here is the truth. Money can be rebuilt. Your freedom cannot be bought. Do not let financial terror keep you in toxic marriage. Follow me and let's learn how to survive.
I feel so sorry for her. What do you mean he put you in $12 million debt? Like, for other people, at least other people spend the money. Like, but how does that even happen? How does that happen? Like, was he, I don't know, like, what happened exactly? Like, how? She didn't say anything here. Let me check her page and see if she says anything about it. Wow. Not really. Not really. Wow, that is crazy. $12 million. Good luck. All right, guys, that's all I will do for today. We'll continue next time. Hopefully, I pray we'll never find ourselves in a position where you're drowning in debt. And with that said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Mwah.